homework time in your house feels like a war every single evening, and if you find yourself saying बैठो focus करो ये बहुत easy है फिर भी नहीं कर पा रहे हो, and if somewhere deep inside there is this fear whispering अगर मैं अभी नहीं संभालूंगी तो बड़ा होकर ये क्या करेगा, then this video is for you. Because here's the truth, most of us don't want to hear but desperately need to. When we fight over homework, we are not really fighting about homework. We are fighting because somewhere inside we believe if my child doesn't take studies seriously right now, they will fail in life. And that belief, it didn't start with them. It started with us. Stay with me because this may feel a little uncomfortable, but it will also bring you a lot of relief. Hi, I am Rahela Tayyibi. I am a trauma-informed parenting coach and I am a mom of 2 boys. And let me be completely honest with you, homework time used to be a battlefield in my house too. I hovered over him, I corrected him. My chest would tighten the moment they resisted. Yes, simple question hai, why are you not focusing? But my boys taught me something very powerful. Homework didn't become easier because they suddenly became better students. It became easier because I changed what I was bringing into that space. My anxiety, my fear, my need to control. And once I understood what was really happening in their brains, their bodies and in me, everything shifted. On this channel, we don't just fix behavior, we understand it because behavior is always a message. So when you change your state, your inner state, the struggle outside will begin to soften. Most of us grew up in homes where love felt very conditional. Good child meant good marks, praise came with performance, and failure felt like letting everyone down. You know, many of us were forced to study longer, sit still, do better, not because we wanted to, but because that's what serious students did. Success was defined very narrowly, and now as mothers we carry that same lens with us. So when our child resists homework, we don't just see today's worksheet, we see their entire future. And here's the part that most moms don't say out loud. Sometimes we want our children to achieve what we couldn't. Sometimes we are running a quiet race with their classmates, with our relatives' kids, even our own younger selves. And homework stops being about learning. It becomes like a symbol of safety. If they do it well, they'll be okay. If they resist, something is wrong. That's why homework feels so heavy for many of us. Because it's like carrying your past, and it's not just their future. Homework feels overwhelming because it's holding emotional weight for us. It's not only academic weight. So if your child is 3 or 4 and homework is already a struggle, listen carefully. Their fine motor skills are still developing. Their finger strength, pencil control, staying inside the lines, none of this is fully ready yet. And to that, add in a full day of school. There is noise, there is instruction, social effort, sensory overload. Their nervous system feels exhausted, and then we tell them अब homework करो, अच्छे से लिखो, perfectly color करो, and we keep on repeating it again and again because we think it will help them get used to it. But what actually happens is the child shuts down. They start believing that I am bad at this and they want to give up. At 3, 4, pushing for perfection doesn't build discipline. It just builds avoidance. You know, forcing work at this age kills confidence before learning even begins for the child. So early pressure doesn't create strong learners. It creates children who want to quit quickly. And around the age of 7, 8, something shifts for parents. We think now they are big enough. They should manage on their own because we are tired. We are tired of the battles, tired of sitting through homework every single evening. So we say things like, अब तुम्हारी responsibility है, marks कम आए तो समझ जाओगे, and we step back completely. And here's why that also backfires. Decision-making skills are still developing at this age. So when responsibility is handed over without any support, the child doesn't feel independent. They feel alone. And when they fail, they feel shame, and then they start believing, I can't do this and I am on my own. So avoidance deepens even more. I worked with a mother recently, she was brilliant, academically excellent, and she kept saying, they're not serious, पढ़ाई में interest ही नहीं है मेरे बच्चों का. But underneath that frustration was fear. अगर ये पढ़ाई नहीं करेंगे तो जिंदगी में कैसे survive करेंगे? That fear comes from her own childhood. Her worth was tied to marks, and once she saw that, everything changed for her. There were less battles for studies, there was more trust, she had a safer relationship with her kids. Her kids suddenly didn't become toppers, but they felt supported by her. And that matters more, because children don't need pressure to grow. They need partnership. So independence grows through support and never through withdrawal. Here's what I want you to remember. Homework is not a predictor of life success. Your child's worth is not decided at the dining table at 6 p.m. This is not the end of the world. A child who feels safe, a child who feels capable and supported will learn better in the long run than a child who learns under fear. So tonight, while you're doing homework, pause before that homework time. Change just one thing. It can be your tone, it can be the way you are present there, your expectations. Save the relationship first. Your child's future is not as fragile as you think. Safety builds learning and fear always blocks it. This is part 1. In the next video, I will share exactly how homework time looks in my home, what I do, what I don't do, and how I support my kids without hovering, without forcing them or giving up. If this helped you see homework time differently, subscribe so you don't miss part 2. You are doing better than you think. I'll see you in the next one.